Bang! Neeves knives. I'm Jared. My lovely wife Kara is at work. And this is the Boker Panchenko that was sent to us by Benjamin, the same person that sent us the Fiend and the Hinder Jurassic and the Two Sons. It's just, it was at the bottom of the box. This box was at the bottom of the box and I missed it, so I am just getting my first impressions and I'm going to do the review all in this same video. I just want to get this out of the way for the beginning before I actually give my initial impressions of the good and the bad. This thing is ridiculously smooth. You can front flip it. Very, very cool. I wanted to get a video of it before I put an edge on there. I have been testing it a little bit. He put an edge on there and it just needs to be cleaned up a little bit. I commend him for even attempting to put an edge, and he got one. And that's the beauty of this knife. This knife is a knife you sharpen and use and then sharpen back up. It doesn't have to have a beautiful edge. It just needs an edge, which he absolutely got. So, but I'm gonna clean it up for him a little bit. Now I'm not gonna sharpen all of his knives, and I don't want people to think that that they're just gonna send me knives to sharpen and then they'll just say I can review it and stuff. And because I do sharpen knives for money for people, so I do offer that service. But sometimes it is a benefit for me to be able to sharpen a knife for the review. It benefits the review. I really do like to do that. Plus, I like to, I like to test them a little bit. Now, if I'm not allowed to test them, then obviously it doesn't matter. But it can benefit it too still, because you at least get to test the ergos out when you're sharpening it, when you're freehanding at least. Because I'll tell you what, nothing tests ergos out like when you're freehand sharpening. But yeah, so I'm going to get this thing tuned up and then let's do the good and the bad. Alright, so it's all sharpened up with a nice mirror polished edge. This is 440C, so 440C takes a pretty nice mirror polish edge. This is absolutely a hair whittling edge. It's going to have a little bit of fuzz on there. This stuff's just hard to get off. But you can see the scratch pattern nice and even all the way up and down. And it's very mirror. You can read off of it. And I took, I did a ceramic oxide, or sorry, ceramic oxide, aluminum oxide stone to an Arkansas to a ceramic polishing stone. So that's how I got this edge. It's 440C, so it's very easy to sharpen. Very, very sharp. It's hard to get hair whittling on camera. I'm not good at it. Like, I can do it off camera, but the second I do it on camera, it's like it's always blurry or something. Maybe I'll attempt and throw in a clip, but where did I have to go? Oh, it's still there. Ah, come on. It split it right there. Come on. There it goes. Just broke in half. I wish, man, this was easier to get on camera. Come on. Focus on the knife. There she is. You see the split? But it is absolutely hair whittling edge, and it's a beautiful looking edge. This little part where it went up right there, that was already there. So there's nothing I can really do about that unless if I sharpened it out, which there was no point to. Because, you know, at some point, like, you're just removing steel for no reason. And I'm not going to do that to this thing. This thing's a user, and that's what it should be for. Now, there are a lot of cool things about this, but there are some bad. So, I do like this knife. I do like what they were doing here, but let me go over some size comparisons really quick. This is the CJRB mini, the heck's the name of it? You guys know the name of it. I'll put it on screen. And then here is the CJRB Aria, which is one of our giveaways this month for the Patreon. Let's see what else we can come up with. Oh, there's another knife I sharpened. Here is the Civivi Fiend. It's not a big knife. Let me get some specs really quick. So it's 7 1/4 with a 3-inch blade. You can look up all the measurements if you want to. I'll measure behind the edge thickness because you can't do that, or you can't look that up. Now, there's lots of little specs you can just look up yourself if you're really that interested. A lot of people get on me for certain things I don't put up, but it's like, if you really care that much, just type in the name. You'll find it really quick. Like prices and stuff. So I measured it at about 19 thousandths behind the edge. Just to do a size comparison of some more common stuff, here is the SOG Terminus XR. And then here's a Benchmade Bug Out. The Benchmade Bug Out's really close to it, but it is a little bit longer. And the SOG Terminus is like right on. It's pretty much the same size. So, the good and bad. So, this thing's very lightweight. It's almost too lightweight, but I'll get into that in just a minute. I do like the G10. I like the clip. It is titanium. The action, amazing. I like the access to the lock bar. I like that you can front flip it. It would be better if it did have jimping up here. And anybody could probably put that in because you can slip off of it. And it's not like you can roll it because you get stuck right there. And then there's nothing you can do. So you have to like flick it with a little bit of smack from your wrist. But if it had some jimping there, the detent is light, but it still has a detent. You can hear it. So, nice sharpening tool. I love the sharpening tool. I do like the grind. I love the blade shape. The size works really good. Minimal hardware, but I do like how they put at least a big backspacer, meaning thick. You know, so it gives a little strength back here. And they do have a lanyard hole, as you can see. It is centered. I do like that. I like that I can left hand middle finger flick it. It's a little sharp right now to just let it drop on my finger. The liner is easy access. I love that. Now, there are some bad things though. So, it's so lightweight. And the liner is only right here. So it's just right there. It's not this whole thing. See, that's G10 right there. It's just one little piece right here. So now the problem with that is that it's just two slabs of G10 basically holding everything together. Now that's not a big deal because this is just a lightweight EDC knife. But in return, I feel like I could just snap it and you can hear it. Now, the side to side, I mean, I did tighten the pivot, so it has no blade play. It's just, you can hear it like that. I could snap it. Now, you could say, well, this ain't supposed to be a strong knife. It's just a lightweight EDC knife. And I agree. That's awesome. And if you did have it made brass or some other type of material, it'd be really strong. Now, another bad thing, well, let me just say this really quick. While sharpening, the ergos aren't bad. I mean, it's really actually pretty good, and I do like all the grips you can get it into. And it does sit nice in the pocket. It cuts really good. Like I said, this is a great blade shape. It's great for EDC, you know, just little lightweight EDC tasks. But the worst thing about it that I found, it's got lock rock. So watch the lock bar. If it'll stop being so blurry. Now, when I put my thumb right here, I can feel it. Like, I don't think, I mean, I feel, actually, you know what? I probably could just go wham with my thumb if I really wanted to. I mean, it would take some force, so it's not like I could unintentionally do it. I would definitely be intentional if I did it. And I almost feel like if you pinch right here, it's actually secure. Well, more secure, because you're locking in right here, and you're kind of holding it in place. So you can put it in some grips to where it'd be less likely. Like right now, you hear the lock's not, and I'm pushing hard. It's not lock rocking because I'm holding it right there. As soon as I move. So, but that's the worst part, I think. I don't know if all of them do that or if it's just this one, but I imagine a lot of them do it, and it's because of this very thin liner. It doesn't have a lot of strength because it's so small. It's from here, it goes around, and then it goes up right there, and that's it. Now, if this thing was a full liner on one side, I think it would be a lot stronger. I think if they just made the liner just a smidgen thicker, it would be so much better. But all in all, I do like it. I think it's an awesome EDC knife. I think it's a nice lightweight EDC knife. I think this is a great knife for people that don't like to carry big knives, that people that aren't breaking down cardboard every day, that just need an EDC knife. Now, I would argue that those type of people should maybe have a little bit better tip, but this is still a great blade shape. You can still do a lot with it. I could probably pick out something with this tip because it does get down to a reasonably thin edge. Yeah, all in all, I do really like this thing. I think it's very fidgety. It's fun to play with. It's super smooth. Like I said, it's the first one I've messed with, so I can't really speak on any of the other ones. I love the slow roll. I love the thumb action. I like left hand middle finger flicking it. Yeah, it's just an awesome all-around knife. But it is exactly that. It's just an EDC. I'm not even saying EDC. It's a lightweight knife. It's a lightweight blade. It's a way for you to have a blade with a semi-lock. I'm not going to call it a full lock. I'm going to call it a semi-lock for this. Because even if it did lock up, right, and there wasn't much play, this isn't a knife I would trust my life on. This is a knife I would trust my life on to cut strings. Could you break down cardboard? Absolutely. Could you, you cut a lot of things, and especially when you get a nice fine edge on there. And this thing did take a nice fine edge, which is really nice. So, very, very cool. I do like the knife. Peace.